In this video, I'll be looking at the top cars which flopped in the Indian market. So watch till the very end. So let's begin by searching online top car flops in India. Mahindra Verito Y. The Verito Y was India's specific model which was launched in 2013 based on the popular Renault Logan platform. Interestingly, the hatchback's other sibling, which is a sedan version, has nice demand and especially in the commercial segment. Due to the poor design, underpowered engine and far better competitors like the Swift and Grand i10, due to which Verito Y failed miserably in the Indian market. Skoda Fabia. Skoda Fabia was introduced in the Indian market in 2008. Engine came with 1.2-liter petrol engine and a 1.6-liter diesel engine. Skoda India managed to sell 3,343 units of its premium hatchback during the year 2012 and 13. This car failed to capture the Indian market due to higher price range compared to its competitors. Chevrolet Sail Yuva. Made by the Shanghai General Motors, Sail Yuva was sold till 2017. Made by GM's Gamma platform, this car failed to capture the Indian market due to its poor marketing. Also, there were a lot of complaints about this model with customers. With the declining sales, GM soon decided to discontinue this model. Fiat Punto. Fiat Punto was launched in 2009 after Fiat announced their tie-up with Tata Motors. Despite being an exceptional car in the global market, its premium price tag and a lack of strong dealer network in India along with reliability issues meant that Fiat inroads were quickly cut short. Fiat later retired their entry into Indian market on their own. Ford Fusion. Ford Fusion was coined as one of the most unique cars of its time. It had solid build quality. Despite of being good quality, the car caused more confusion in the Indian automobile industry and with the Indian consumers. The car was underpowered compared to its counterparts. There was a diesel variant and it was way too noisy, and the petrol variant was not fuel efficient. It lacked a lot of features compared to the other cars of its time. Mahindra Quanto. The Mahindra Quanto was a 7-seater mini SUV designed and manufactured by the Indian automaker Mahindra & Mahindra. The Quanto is powered by a 1.5-liter M-Hawk 3-cylinder 12-valve turbo diesel engine. Mahindra Quanto, or the Mini Xylo, is a 7-seater compact MPV aimed at the urban buyers desiring SUV-like proportions. Since 2016, the facelifted version of Quanto was marketed as the Mahindra Nuvo Sport. The Quanto suffered from disproportionate looks, especially with regards to the awkward-looking chopped rear section. Also, despite having 100 bhp on tap, the crossover is by no means enthusiastic, possibly owing to its higher curb weight. Mitsubishi Lancer. The Mitsubishi Lancer is a compact car produced by the Japanese manufacturer Mitsubishi since 1973. Between its production in 1973 and 2008, over 6 million units were sold. Hindustan Motors and Mitsubishi collaboration in 1998 marked the entry of the company in India. Hindustan Motors was responsible for manufacturing and assembling the car from Mitsubishi in India. The sedan was equipped with 1.5-liter petrol engine which produced 85 horsepower and a peak torque of 132 Newton meters. It also had a diesel engine which was 2-liter engine that produced a mere 68 horsepower and 122 Newton meter of torque. The sedan came with all the bells and whistles that were considered a luxury at the time. Lancer was sold in India until 2012 when the company decided to discontinue this model. Mitsubishi Syria. In India, it was sold under the name Syria. In order to comply with emission regulation, it used slightly detuned version of the SOHC 16 valve, which had 114 brake horsepower and 170 Newton meters of torque. Even though this was a good car to drive, but due to its low fuel economy and costly spare parts, customers slowly lost interest in this car. The car also came with one of the most powerful in its segment, which was 2-liter engine. Indian market was not open to sedans, and due to its low rider position, a lot of customers were quite uncomfortable. The company also was totally dependent on Hindustan Motors for the production and running of the network in India. It never really involved in the working of the brand. There was too much dependency, which led to regrowth, and especially after Hindustan Motors closed its operation. Volkswagen Jetta. Volkswagen Jetta was built on a PQ35 platform, which is no longer being used globally. The sales of Volkswagen Jetta dropped in the recent years, with only 29 units sold in 2017 in India. Volkswagen was slow to upgrade their product lineup in India compared to its competition. Volkswagen Jetta failed to impress over the likes of Skoda Fabia, Toyota Corolla and Hyundai Elantra. Nissan Tiana. The Nissan Tiana is a mid-size sedan produced by Nissan of Japan. It is exported as the Nissan Maxima and Nissan Zafiro to certain markets. 2500cc V6 petrol engine was all things peppy and sporty. The V6 engine generated 182 brake horsepower with a 228 Newton meters of torque. The car maker actually never had anything to lose in India. Its manufacturing plant in Chennai is mainly to export to countries around the world. Nissan's Chennai plant has an annual capacity to make more than 4 lakh units annually. Maruti Suzuki Kizashi. The Kizashi was Maruti Suzuki's attempt at breaking into luxury sedan segment in the country, but things were doomed from the beginning. Since Indian consumers were not going into shell out big mullahs for a Maruti, given the company's market's image. Also, the lack of diesel engine option and a high price ensured the flagship of Maruti Suzuki's fall, despite it's arguably the best looker in the company's lineup. Now my final thoughts. For any car to be successful in the Indian market, 3 things needs to be kept in mind. First, price of the vehicle and how it's been placed in the market. If it's overpriced, then the car could lose potential customers. Second, dealership and service network across the country is vital for any car brand to be successful in India. Third, reliability and dependability of the car brand. What do you think? What makes a car brand successful in India? Please do comment in the comment box. Now, if you have liked my video, please do share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for future notifications.